Okay, so we've been through some of the basic tools. We have learned how to draw a little figure and make it do some really basic movements. So today we're going to focus on being able to resize our canvas, so make our drawing space bigger. And we're going to learn how to import a picture to use as a base for us to create an animation. So we're going to borrow some art and then we're going to try and animate it. So that's the goal for getting through things today. And we're going to finally learn about that eyedropper tool and how useful it can be when we're doing stuff like this. Okay, so first things first, let's resize our canvas using the resize button, which you find over here on the right-hand side, right here. So I just click that button once, and then I choose the width, and I'm going to recommend that we go for something bigger. So I'm going to go for, if we double it and double it again, so about 4 times bigger, or 4 by 4 bigger, we're going to create a much bigger image to finish off with, and it'll look better. So 32 by 32 is like almost like a little avatar size. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make it 128 by 128, and I'm going to resize that. And so now my pencil, you can see, draws much thinner lines because what it's like, it's almost like it's zoomed out compared to what it was. So I'll use Control Z, remember that undo button, to get rid of the line I just showed. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to import a picture. So you're going to want to go find a picture. I found one already. You're going to want to go find a picture and download it to your computer so that you have the saved file, okay? And then you're going to use this little file folder button where you're going to choose import. And for our purposes, we're going to browse images. We don't need to do anything other than add an image, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and find my picture, and I see that I've got a few things there. I was going to do that. I've got Beast Boys, who I'm going to put in here now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open that, and it's going to give me these options. So it's saying import as like this size. I really want to make the biggest dimension the same size as my canvas that I've already got. And you'll notice that that drawing is super smooth, but I want to go with something a little more pixelated just to make it like a simpler version, or something a little bit more simple to deal with, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and resize that bigger number to 128. And the nice thing about it is that it automatically resizes the ratio, and so it's not going to stretch my image or make it look funny. It's just going to like lower the resolution. So then I choose that, and I'm going to go ahead and import as a single image, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And it's going to replace my current image. I've got nothing there. So now there's my picture of Beast Boy in the correct dimensions, and you can see it's a little bit blurry, but that's okay. All right, so this is going to be our base for our design, okay? So now what I want to be able to do is to sort of add a new frame. So I'm going to go create a new blank frame, and you can see I've got my onion skin on. If I didn't, it would look like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just stopping this because it's going to be distracting for me. And what I really want to do now is I want to use the tools here to basically trace my shapes and sort of get to redo my little version of Beast Boy in my own sort of digital animation. So I'll show you about that color picking tool right now, because there's all sorts of different colors that are going on, and I want to make sure that I can match, okay? The first thing I'm actually going to do, though, is, well, let's go ahead and pick some colors, okay? So I'm going to go back to my original, and let's say I want to mimic this, well, let's take care of his hair first. So I want to make sure that I get exactly the same color as his hair. So I'm going to use my eyedropper tool, click on his hair, and it automatically turns this color palette to the color of his hair. And then I'm going to go back to my second frame, and I'm going to click on my pencil, and I'm actually going to draw as closely as I can the shape of Beast Boy's hair. And once I do this, I'm going to just go here, and I see I've got a lot of stuff to do in the last couple seconds of this video. I'm just going to try and do my best to make sure it's the right shape. It looks pretty good. And here's where that paint bucket tool comes in handy. And my color is still the same, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And hopefully it worked out good. And I can get rid of the onion skin and see exactly what I've drawn. So that's all I've drawn so far.